opposing teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Here we go,
Moore, the man in motion. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll go play action here with Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams loses the football. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
21. Hey, 50. Hey, 5-0. Stay 50, stay 50. 32.
Stafford. He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Omaha, remove. White, 32.
To throw is Stafford. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Williams rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The Bears had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they took the tough loss in the opener, CD, but since then they've rebounded to win 2 straight.
And that's exactly what you want to see from your team early on, how they can bounce back from adversity. The Week 1 loss, that absolutely stung. But how about how hard they've worked in the couple of weeks since, and now they're moving back in the right direction.
To throw, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Check go.
On play action, here's Williams. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Dragon 60.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Cup 19! Cup 19! Trap 60! Trap 60! Go!
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go! Here we go! 19 Lions!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready, ready! Ready, ready!
Looking to throw. Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Drill right, 22! Alert! White 7! Right 70! White! 50-50!
Throwing is Stafford. And he'll find Higbee open downfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Double right! 22!
Stafford now to throw. Williams brings it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Corum. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Again, it's Corum.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Tucker's kick is good. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
To throw, it's Williams.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second and 7.
Let's go now.
The slot man in motion right.
Williams with a little touch pass forward.
Fights off the defender. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
And middle. 59! Easy alert! Easy alert! Hey, red!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready! 53! Ready! Omaha! Ready, move! Alert!
Now Stafford.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 22! Shot!
Now Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Kyler Gordon drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Bears 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action. Now Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Throwing is Williams.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
To the air, Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Fighting his way through contact. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Go.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
And this is caught by Evans. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Williams.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Drill right, 22, 10, 10. Right, 54.
Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
22. Hey, give me a radar.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
21.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Ready.
Now Williams. A final shot before break. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Middle. Set. 0. Big 20. 21. Look at
Now it's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Dayo Odeyingbo.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams
knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll come up second and 7.
Ready. Omaha, ready, move. Omaha, ready, move. White.
Here's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
And middle. 53, ready.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Let's go now.
Moore, the man in motion.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. To the right side and intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Set. Hey. Get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
0. Set. Hey, 22.
Slot man moves right.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Dayo Odeyingbo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Monday.
To throw is Stafford.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Double right. Hey. 22. And middle.
Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Mike Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are able to add on to that lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Set. Track at 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Come 19. Come 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They try the left side here with Williams. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Williams going to get it again on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7.
Set. Right, 70.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Set. Alert.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Bronco 80. Go.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Get up. Get up.
To throw, Williams.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Set. Hey, Red. What are you hot?
After the interception, here's Stafford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Rerun. Ready.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
2-2 Atwell.
From 17 yards out.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Bears 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
On 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 70 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Williams going to throw for it.
And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
53, ready, sit on.
Now Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on first and second down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just talking about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety or 2 is going to be there as well.
Throwing is Stafford. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got him now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run some